Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of April 14th, 2025. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams, along with our in-studio editor, Big Bad John, our in-studio correspondent, Sweet Tea, and our special guest, G-Unit, is in the house. G-Unit.
G-Unit?
G-Unit.
G-Unit. Okay.
Yeah, G-Unit. So, we are on the last... That's right, the last road. The last mile on the road to WrestleMania.
It is officially WrestleMania week as of today.
Ooh, buddy.
Monday.
Luke.
April the 14th.
How was your weekend and how was today? How are you feeling? It's the last mile, baby.
Well, see, here's the deal. Usually, this last couple days before the week of WrestleMania is slow. It's almost like I closed my eyes Saturday night and I opened them and it's Monday.
That's right. That's exactly what happened. Sunday just flew by.
Blink of an eye, man.
Big Bad John, how's your day?
My day's going great.
Hell yeah. Sweet Tea,
What?
how's it going?
I thought maybe it was going to be a different question.
Where do babies come from?
Vaginas.
Oh,
I thought it was a
I thought you were going to say the stork.
Damn it, Bob, you lied to me.
Damn it, Bob, you lied to me about the poop sack.
There was a movie and everything. I feel
That's
so
right.
hurt and taken
Baby,
advantage of.
we gonna make the baby.
We gonna bend over your bridge.
G-Unit, our special guest for the day. How was your day? It's going good, she says.
Speak up.
It's going good now that it's almost
Yeah, buddy, it's almost WrestleMania.
Inconspicuous by his absence. Where is Max this week?
Max is learning how to fly. He is currently getting wings surgically bonded to his spinal column.
Well, you know he has wings on his back.
Yeah, and they're giant. They're giant butterfly wings. They're not bird wings.
No, they're like
giant
the ones
butterfly
that have
wings.
like the four things like this.
And he's gonna jump off of a building, and then he's gonna start flapping, and he's gonna fly. And that's what
He's almost like the moth from The Tick.
Well, I was thinking like the Fly from The Fly, except not crazy Jeff Goldblum is a mutant monster.
Not that one.
Kill me.
Yeah, you know that one. No,
not that one. No.
No.
He's practically a butterfly.
He's not
Yes.
the guy from Jeepers Creepers.
He's a fucking
could be.
peacock captain. You
gotta let him fly.
That's just how it works.
That's right. All right. Well,
I love him.
I guess we'll hop.
Wait.
What?
Where's the professional?
Oh yeah, she's at work.
Oh, so Max gets an elaborate
That's
story.
right. Max gets an elaborate story. The rest of us like, fuck him.
She'll
That's
find
it.
it funny.
Yeah, that's She would also.
The next time we're live at a Kickouts, I'll be wearing dark shades.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, let's get right into it.
Hide the black eye.
We have to cover our results from Dynasty
Yes.
and continue to proclaim the new Season 5 champion. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out. Big Bad John, you can leave that graphic up if you want, because we're going to talk about that here in just a minute anyway.
I am under two of the most important professional wrestlers in AEW history right now.
Yeah, it's true. Kenny Omega and MJF.
Yep.
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 All right, so AEW Dynasty, we had 10 matches. If you were watching last time, you knew that I was declared the Season 4 winner prematurely, and that I put my crown back up for grabs because we had one more pay-per-view outside the WWE run to WrestleMania. So, in no particular order, I just want to get through this as fast as I can. Kenny Omega won the triple threat match between Ricochet and Mike Bailey. We all voted for Kenny Omega, so we all got a point. We were all unanimous in Swerve beating Jon Moxley for the world title, and that didn't fucking happen, so nobody got a point.
Why would we go for the thing that
You
makes
want to
sense?
talk about the shittiest fucking booking decision AEW could have made was not putting that belt on Swerve. But you know what? We got too much to talk about today when it comes to WrestleMania, and we'll get right back to AEW next week, I promise.
That's right.
Toni Storm, our queen, did successfully defend her women's world title against Megan Bayne, so everybody got a point because everybody went with Toni Storm. The professional only got a point for the Death Riders versus Rated FTR because she went against the grain. Bandito did successfully defeat Chris Jericho. So Johnny, Max, myself, and the professional all got a point. Sweet Tea and Luke, you were left out. Adam Cole successfully won the TNT title from Daniel Garcia. The only two people who got a point for that were me and Luke. Mercedes Moné did successfully defend the AEW TBS Championship against Julia Hart That was myself, Luke, and the Professional. Will Ospreay did defeat Kevin Knight. That was unanimous, so everybody gets a point for that. The Hurt Syndicate defeated the Learning Tree. That was unanimous, so everybody got a point for that. And Kyle Fletcher did, in fact, defeat Mark Briscoe, and only Luke and I got a point for that. So out of 10 matches, the Professional, who I'd like to remind everybody, the last AEW pay-per-view only called one match wrong. No, Sweet Tea, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Sweet Tea only called one match wrong last time. However, this time got 4 out of 10 matches right, bringing her grand total for the season from 90 to 94. Big Bad John, who also called all but one match right last AEW pay-per-view, took 5 points, coming up from 98 to 103. The Professional called 7 matches out of 10 correct, bringing her from 101 to 108. Luke called 7 matches correctly, coming up from 109 to 116. And I called 8 out of 10 matches correctly, coming up from 115 to 123, holding on to my Season 3 and Season 4 championship as the regular run season, retaining successfully yours truly, Caleb Black. But
And this weekend,
Luke has to put his championship on the line for WrestleMania.
that's right, now I'm fucking confused.
Now that we are all recapped on the season and what's happening with AEW, like we said, this is a WrestleMania-heavy episode. There are things happening in other parts of wrestling, but we're only going to cover a few of those stories.
Yes.
One of them being this. This Wednesday, if we could bring that graphic up a little bit, is Spring Breakthrough.
Okay.
One of the featured matches on this card, and this card's fairly stacked as it is,
Boston, Mass.
but one of the featured matches on this card sees Ember Moon defending the Ring of Honor Women's Championship against Mercedes Moné.
Now, Mercedes' title isn't on the line?
Not the. You know what? Before I say this incorrectly, I want to
Because that
double
kind of
check
doesn't, man, that isn't really fair.
because I can't remember offhand, and I don't want to give any misinformation.
Because if it's just Athena's belt on the line, Athena will beat her.
All right, let me look. Bishop Khan and Toliona. Oh, that's cool. No, I'm sorry. That is not a title match. That is the women's round for the Owen Hart Cup.
They're wasting this match in the Owen Hart tournament.
Wow, I could have sworn that was going to go differently. Because I could have sworn 2 weeks ago she came out and put the Ring of Honor title up against the line. All right, but that being said, even if there's not a belt on the line, the tail of the tape here is that this story is going to collide sooner rather than later. Because we have the longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's Champion and one of the longest reigning Women's Champion in history in Ember Moon. Yeah. Going up against Mercedes Moné, who currently has, 4 different women's championships, one of which being TBS title, and will go on after this show this weekend to defend her Rev Pro women's title.
Yes.
So we've got 2 of the absolute top dogs in AEW in all of the women's divisions in every company going head-to-head for their spot in the Owen Cup. And that is a huge deal, especially if you're into women's wrestling, especially if you love Ember Moon, and especially if you love Mercedes Moné.
I just think that if that's the only thing on the line, it kind of...
I don't disagree.
There should be a belt on the line.
and
This is a match people want to pay for.
And here's the thing.
Why are you giving it away for
Why
free?
would you put one of your women's champions over on another one of your women's champions?
Well, this is Goldberg beating Hogan on Nitro all over again.
Well, that did major business.
But this could have done major business on pay-per-view, and they're giving it away for free.
Also, if they ever do come back, one of them can say, well, I already beat you for one, and now I can beat you for your title. The big payoff would be taking these 2 who are already on this hot streak and the successful run, Mercedes Moné being, undefeated at AEW, and Ember Moon being undefeated in the Ring of Honor, and pitting them up against one another for a title-for-title match.
So what happens if it's a double count-out, neither one of them wins?
Well, see, and that's what I was about to say. That's the best way to solve this, so you can come back to that.
Yeah.
And also, no Toni Storm.
Toni Storm doesn't need the Owen.
No, she doesn't, because she's
She
the
has
AEW Women's Champion.
See, people tend to really forget that when we're talking about women's wrestling in AEW.
She's the
Mercedes
women's world
Moné is
champion.
not the woman.
No.
The woman of AEW is Toni Storm.
Arguably,
she is your champion.
and arguably the best women's wrestler in
Period.
today's landscape.
Period.
And that's saying even up against the likes of Rhea. We're just going to talk American wrestling because I could go on and on about
To the
women in
links
Shimmer.
of Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, I could go on and on about Shimmer and the women internationally, but just for the American products, Toni Storm's
Up there.
I would put her over Rhea Ripley right now.
Well, wrestling ability, she's second to none.
Not just wrestling ability, affability, her character work, how entertaining she is. Rhea Ripley is, miles and miles ahead of a lot of people.
Yeah, but she's gotten stale. This girl
Toni
has...
Storm has it on lock.
She has been able to reinvent herself, take a break from it, do other shit where people are like, no, we want you to go back. Went back, won the title immediately again.
Yeah.
To set a second longest reigning AEW champion, because wasn't she like the longest reigning AEW women's champion, and then she lost the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then she did the gimmick. She changed back to Timeless and won again.
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason that she lost the belt in the first place was to repackage her just to bring her back to put it back on her.
Yeah.
To count it as 2 reigns rather than just one real long one.
And she's the absolute best in the business. So anyway, I wanted to bring up this match. Like I said, I don't want everything that's happening in the world of wrestling to get lost to WrestleMania.
If everything is right in the world, Athena.
I'm going to say Mercedes.
The only reason I say Athena is because she needs to win more than Mercedes does.
Gentleman's bet.
$1?
1 crystal American dollar bill.
All right, Mortimer.
All right, you're on. You see it, folks. Luke owes me $1 next week. Calling
I
it now.
got a pickle.
Well, if they both
if
don't
they both
win,
lose out, then nobody owes anybody.
Yeah, you just keep.
I'm not
your
giving you
$1.
$1 so you can give me $1. That defeats
You
the
just
purpose.
keep
of
your
having
fucking
$1.
dollar.
I'll keep my goddamn $1. You know what? Fuck your $1.
You know what? I don't
want $1 bill. I want $1 gold dollar, $1 silver dollar from the bank. That's what I want,
My
pal.
bank don't have silver. I live in a fucking bumfucked Egypt.
All right, so that takes us to our next story. All right. Look, we play the speculation game here, and obviously, as one of the more grounded podcasts.
Can I take this for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I want to take it on a weird place.
Go ahead.
Go into your good stuff. We all have sat here and wondered, looking at this picture, and I'm telling you, it can be done.
Oh, the Rock
The
solving
Rubik's
the Rubik's
Cube can be solved. Okay, go ahead.
So The Rock posted this story to his Instagram. It's The Rock wearing a New Japan Pro Wrestling t-shirt, staring at a Rubik's Cube, meaning that there's a puzzle that he's trying to solve, right? Then the New Japan Pro Wrestling reshared that image to their own Instagram. Now again, if you're common sense grounded, maybe this was just done in fun to stir up a little buzz, so The Rock had some fun conversation going on.
It's WrestleMania weekend.
It also makes The Rock trend, makes NJPW trend. It could be very well mean absolute dick. But what if it doesn't?
I was going to say, or...
Now, we know that AEW and NJPW have had a working relationship for a very long time. The NJPW locker room.
Yes.
It's taken a tremendous number of their stars. It's taken a tremendous number of their sales, frankly.
Yeah.
However...
Okada comes to mind.
The WW... Will Ospreay. Kenny Omega. The Young
No,
Bucks.
but I mean, and doing absolutely dick with
Yeah.
them.
But with the WWE, they've already had their working relationship with Pro Wrestling Noah of late.
Yes.
We're sending Shinsuke Nakamura back and forth. And
Well,
sending
not
some
only
of their own
that,
talent
but the
over.
tag team partner of Josh Briggs is
Right, is Japanese.
Yes.
And then you look at the UJPW, which is the united effort all across Japan to bring all of their companies into one singular territory.
That would be sick.
Which they're already doing. They've actively done it. They already have a board
Well,
established.
yeah, that's true. That's true, yeah.
They're actually, I think they had their first show last month. We talked about it on here.
Oh, that's
when it was
right.
all together
Okay,
again.
yeah. Okay.
So what if the WWE, who's already brought the independent scene in America into the fold, TNA into the fold, the NWA into the fold, possibly a couple of the other smaller subsidiaries like WoW into the fold, why not?
Yeah.
They've also got a working relationship clearly with AAA because they're continuing to bring. Also, did we cover the fact that Dragon Lee got released?
No.
Dragon Lee got released?
Yeah, I think you did. I think I read that. We'll have to double. Or got hurt or something. I had some news about Dragon Lee that we forgot to talk about.
Say,
Anyway,
he wrestled on Raw.
all that to be said.
I mean, not tonight.
Or maybe
last week.
his contract's set to expire or something. But all that to say,
That Karrion
what
Kross
if
as well.
the united Japanese front reunites with the WWE and the biggest international wrestling effort in history? And think about this. Do you know who the first inaugural IWGP World Heavyweight Champion of the NJPW was? It was WWF Champion Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
They had a working relationship established in the 80s and 90s. Vince wanted to go more exclusive, and they cut ties. Also, New Japan redirected their working efforts with WCW to continue their relationship with the NWA.
The Rising Sun, Starcade, shit like that, yeah.
And but now Now we're in a
Clash
position
in Korea.
where we're no longer pretending other companies don't exist. In fact, we are now reiterating that other companies exist and that competition's everywhere. And people want to call WWE the monopoly. If they're going to be a monopoly, they've got to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Or what if we see, like, remember we talked about forever, 2 years ago, WWE NXT Japan,
Yep.
that they wanted to do. They wanted to create it. Instead, they changed a lot of their format for NXT. We didn't get that. But this is the time. The WWE's already
Well,
working.
also with the WWE working so many pay-per-views out of the United States, Japan's really hurting.
Wide open territory.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hurting.
Yeah.
It's the only place not getting that revenue.
And considering that NJPW and the other major companies aren't selling as many tickets because of their lack of stars, this could be an entire new open revenue stream for all of Japanese wrestling, which means everybody gets more international exposure, everybody makes more money. The same thing they're doing with TNA. More talent means more sales.
Yeah.
You're telling me right now that you've got we'll say Gabe Kidd, who's actually probably going to end up working with AEW more closely, but David Finlay, he's a prominent player over in New Japan right now.
Okay.
You're telling me that if we offer David Finlay and Seth Rollins, people aren't going to buy tickets to see it?
Oh, I'd pay to see it.
Or any. While I'm trying to think of how to pronounce their names, I'm fucking it up. The point is that we could talk about dream matches all we want. We've got already also the operating dojo that works with Pro Wrestling Noah, New Japan, and All Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even talking about just padding New Japan. We could get talent from all over every company, all together, all under one major fucking banner, and take the wrestling world by storm.
Wasn't surprised. I mean,
and again, all that to say, this is just a picture, and it probably means nothing. But the fun part of thinking about it, the fun part of being fan, folks, is that it's right there. And also, that means that we may yet see Kenta versus CM Punk, which would just be so good for me.
Release Danhausen so I can have him drop both those clowns.
Yeah, please. All right, Big Bad John. That's enough of our NJPW speculation.
All right, we're gonna get into WrestleMania week stuff. The Hall of Fame induction will be broadcast. Tickets are on sale, which means they have not sold out yet.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame class and inductors have been announced. Well, almost all of the induction people have been announced because there's still not one for the natural disasters. But The Undertaker will induct his wife, Michelle McCool.
Yep. Shawn Michaels will induct his best friend.
If it would have been anyone else, I'd have been upset.
Yeah, Triple H.
Of course, DDP and his contribution to Luger's health, as well as anything, is inducting Lex Luger.
If it wasn't going to be Sting, I don't think there could have been a better option.
Agreed. And CM Punk's going to share the stage with Stone Cold, which this is a publicity stunt.
Well, no, he's inducting the...
No, but I'm saying...
Yeah, but...
This is a way to get both of those men on stage together to fill that crowd.
Yeah, but he's inducting the WrestleMania 13 match between Bret Hart and Stone Cold, the very first match that gets a Hall of Fame worthy nod.
Both Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart will be there live to accept their inductions.
Man, oh man, how cool.
And I'm telling you, Stone Cold and CM Punk on the same stage might be enough revenue to maybe get Austin in for one more.
Do some fun things. The Hall of Fame will go on Friday night following Smackdown, the Bellevue Theater in Las Vegas.
Now, I hear Smackdown is actually going to be an early start time to allow the wrestlers and shit the hour or whatever it is to get from the Smackdown arena to down the street for...
I still miss the Hall of Fame being on Saturday night. I always miss SmackDown. Well, even then, SmackDown was still on Thursdays. Yeah. But you had SmackDown, you had your Hall of Fame on Saturday, and then you had WrestleMania Sunday. But now that now that WrestleMania is a 19-day event, I understand why the change.
Well,
however,
not only that, with the NXT included on a Saturday, it would be just...
We got Triple
craziness.
H, we got Stone Cold, we got Michelle McCool, we got DDP, all these legends taking the stage.
For the first time in a long time, we have at least one inductor. We have everyone's going to accept an award.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
John Tenta, of course, passed away in 2001, one.
Who managed the natural disasters?
Jimmy
Hart?
Jimmy the Mouse of South Hart, which might be why
that's what
he's
I'm saying.
not
Why
on
don't
the
they have-
poster.
Why don't they have Jimmy inducted?
Well, because they don't want any correlation to Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that's true.
And when he come out with Hogan, they booed him.
That's true.
So I would say keep that a secret. Do it yourself. Fred, the Typhoon, the Shockmaster, is going to be in the house to accept the award on behalf of the two of them.
What a guy.
Tugboat.
Hope he doesn't fall through the wall.
Actually, I hope he does. It made him so much fucking money in the long
fair.
run.
That's fair.
If I could trip and go through a wall and make that kind of money in a Hall of Fame induction, you can throw me through 7 walls. I'll do it every night.
That's Titus O'Neil.
I'll do a double shot every weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just be falling through
You
walls,
set
baby.
it up,
Well,
I'm knocking the
down.
fuck down.
All right, Big Bad John, keep this bed
The
train
big
rolling.
muddy fucking wrecking crew.
We also are bringing back the WWE Hall
Ivan
of Fame
Koloff.
Legacy inductions that
So
include
excited about this.
Kamala,
The real Kamala. John.
Dory Funk Sr., and Ivan Koloff.
Gonna be 3 of the new legacy wing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kamala, the Ugandan giant, who lost a battle with an illness several years ago.
diabetes. They took his foot.
Dory Funk Sr., the paterfamilias, if you will, of the Funk dynasty and family. And, of course, the original Russian bad man, Ivan Koloff. What a great start to the Legacy inductees. All 3 very deserving.
Yes.
And
all 3 deserve a induction more than the legacy.
agreed. But you know what?
But I'll take it.
It gets them in now, and it gets them a good start.
I'm glad they brought the legacy
I'll take it.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. And I'm glad it's not 37 wrestlers long like it used to be.
Yeah. Are we getting any announcer or referee inductees this year?
No.
That's okay.
Well, because they're doing a product match
Yeah.
now.
All right, Big Bad John. Well, that covers the Hall of Fame. Let's keep it rolling to what we all came to talk about. This Saturday night, April 19th, you can catch the Pro Wrestling Throwdown crew live
Live, baby, live.
Kit Kat's
Live,
Bar
baby,
and
live.
Grill in Benton, Illinois. Saturday night, doors open at 5 o'clock. We are hosting the Night 1 WrestleMania party. First time ever.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Going to have a lot of great matches, which we'll get ready to talk about
Yep.
night 1, night 2.
Yep.
Night 1's fucking stacked.
Oh, yeah.
Night 2's kind of disappointing in the way that the matches are lined up.
But we'll see how they
Because I think a lot of, they don't want anyone to outshine Cody and John.
go. Of course.
So they put most of the
No one was in
holy
danger of
shit
that.
matches on Saturday. They are uneven right now because I believe Randy Orton's also going to have a match. We just don't know against
Yeah.
who.
But be sure to be there. Check us out. Pro Wrestling Throwdown. It's going to go live. We're gonna go live from the bar. We're gonna host a show, and we're gonna be partying all night long, watching Night 1 WrestleMania.
We'll be doing some filming for some edited content.
Yeah.
Where we can show you guys the party and kind of take you in on a
Yeah.
magic carpet ride behind the scenes.
You
and
can see how the sausage is made, baby.
you can see how Caleb makes his sausage.
And you can see my sausage on OnlyFans.
Should we put the link in the description?
Absolutely. Put link in bio. All right, Big Bad John. Roll it on, baby.
All right.
Here we go. Not only are we going to talk about it, but it's time to take picks.
Which we will get into the picks after the night 2 discussion. We're just going to tell each other right now who is going to wrestle on night 1, night 2, and then we will go through
Okay.
individually and make our picks.
Well, for the WWE Tag Team titles, we have the War Raiders versus the New Day. War Raiders defending the championship against the newly healed New Day.
Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a grudge match of epic proportions. This could be really good or really bad.
LA Knight defends the United States Championship against the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu, fucking monster.
Gonna kill him. Gonna just stab
It's
him.
going to be good. There's several ways, which we'll break it down here in a minute.
Yeah.
There's several ways that you can go with this. Tiffany Stratton defends the WWE Women's Championship against the Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair.
Wait a second. That Rey Mysterio match is happening on night 1 because it wasn't on this list.
If it wasn't on this is the official list. Is there something on here that's wrong?
No, they made it official. That we just didn't have it. I just didn't have it written down earlier.
Oh, okay, because I thought it was on night 2.
No, it's not on here at all. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
The greatest American luchador in history.
What I am sad about this is that for the third year in a row, Chad Gable does not have a WrestleMania match. I think it's disgusting.
But you know what? He humbly gave up his WrestleMania spot to feature the legendary El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano.
Americano.
He's an amazing man. The winner of the Royal Rumble and rightful main event, Jey Uso, puts his Rumble win to the test as he takes on Gunther for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
And in your main event, we have the grudge match of all grudge matches. We have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, with Paul Heyman to be featured in what is sure to be probably the greatest triple threat match in WrestleMania history.
If not, it's either going to be the greatest match or it's going to be really, really fucking awful.
That's true.
Hit us with the next one here, John. Night 2, we have Io Sky defending the WWE Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair.
That's right. We have Braun Breaker defending the Intercontinental Championship in a fatal four-way against Penta, Finn Balor, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Damian Priest takes on Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. Got a lot of hatred there between those two.
Randy Orton will get a match at WrestleMania, but his opponent won't be disclosed until this week.
I'm telling you, dude, I think it's going to be fucking Aldous.
I hope so.
I hope it is. It would be great.
I really would prefer it not be Solo Sikoa.
The two of Japan's most infamous wrestling icons, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
You motherfucker. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
The Women's Intercontinental Champion, which makes no fucking sense. We'll get into that too. And then your main event of night 2, the Elimination Chamber winner, John Solacina, takes on Cody. I have an arm tattoo on my neck, Rhodes, for the WWE disputed, because there's no way it can be undisputed, because there's still 2 heavyweight championships.
Correct.
Championship.
I like that call. The WWE Disputed
Can't be the
Championship.
undisputed championship. There's 2 of them.
Now, if they called it the Undisputed WWE Championship,
Which I think
and
is
put
what
it in
they do.
reverse.
I think that's what they
Yeah.
do, but it's definitely disputed.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get into some matches here.
All
Go ahead,
right.
Big Bad John. Let's focus on this one first.
Here we go in a, what was it, Sin City Street Fight?
Sin City Street Fight.
In the return match for Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, who I'd like to remind everyone, last year at WrestleMania, Damian Priest stole the WWE World Championship from Drew McIntyre's hands.
Also, yeah, great bit of history here. A year run. Also, Damian Priest being the man who eliminated Drew McIntyre from the Rumble and the Elimination Chamber.
Took everything from him.
I'm going
And his
with,
eye.
I'm going with Drew.
Gonna start it off with Drew. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up.
I, too, am going Drew McIntyre.
Let's see here. Let me pull up K's here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The professional goes
I'm betting she says
Damian Priest.
I knew it.
I will also go Damian Priest.
All right, we got the first match selected.
This is one of the matches to where, I mean, either person who wins this.
Either victory doesn't hurt the other.
It depends on what your definition of is. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's who you pushing, who you want to push, because you can do this in a whole nother year and people probably wouldn't get tired of it.
Yeah.
All right, hit us with the next one, John. This is the match right here. Rey Mysterio, legend, versus El Grande Americano, legend.
2 legendary luchadors locking up in an American ring in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Who wants to start this one? You want me to start with Kay?
Go ahead.
Kay goes Rey Mysterio.
I'll go with Rey Mysterio as well.
Big Bad John? Rey Mysterio or El Grande Americano?
El Grande.
Oh, shit!
I am also going El Grande Americano because it's his first WrestleMania, and it's just started in WWE. You can't kill the momentum now.
Unless he gets unmasked.
There's still more room to go with this. El Grande Americano for me. I'm gonna call a lot of weird ones today.
No,
folks.
because here's the thing, that makes sense. But also, do you carry this
put
on
a lot
after
of thought-
WrestleMania
yes.
with Penta and Rey Fenix and all the luchadors? You keep this going that long?
Yeah, you have him come in and feud with the Creed brothers about the El Maricano wearing a mask and shit. It makes perfect sense.
I gotta say Rey. I don't know.
It's okay to lose to
I'm
Rey
saying
with Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fuck you.
no, I'm serious. If I was gonna go down for a match,
Rey
that would
Mysterio's
be the
not
one.
the worst pick.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit us with the next one, Johnny. We have the New Day challenging the War Raiders for the WWE World Tag Team Championships.
All right, who do you got, kids? I'm saying the New Day. I'm gonna start us off.
All
I
right.
think the New Day gets their heel payoff at WrestleMania, and this really kicks off their heel run as heel champions.
Kay goes War Raiders. I'm going to go War Raiders just because if they're going to drop the titles, there should have been more build than just 1 week. And the New Day haven't looked strong in a while. These guys still have a whole lot to go, and we want somebody who's going to be able to compete the kind of level of Penta and his brother when they bring him to Raw. So that was my working in my head. I'm going War Raiders.
War Raiders.
War Raiders as well for me.
I'm the standout on the War Raiders. I never thought, or on the New Day. I'm the standout of the New Day. That's never happened before.
I'll never go for them motherfuckers after what they did to Big E. Them pieces of shit. Fuck them with the unicorn horn. Hit us with the next one, please. All
Here
right.
we have the Fatal 4-Way. Braun Breaker defends the Intercontinental Championship against not one, not two, but 3 different opponents. We have Penta,
I want to go last.
Finn Balor, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
I want to go last because I'm going to tell you exactly how this match ends.
I know exactly how this match ends. Dirty Dom steals the pin after
Dirty
Finn
Dom.
Balor hits him with the fucking coup de grace, and that's
Dirty
what
Dom.
breaks up the New Day
I
officially.
think he'll hit Penta with it. The spear on Finn.
And Dom steals
and
the
Dom
win.
steals the win over Finn. I'm also going Dom. So is the Professional.
We all did.
It's now time to give Dom a title.
It's now or never. Like,
yeah, the kid has proved himself worthy enough to try to start getting some kind of a push.
yeah. And if he wins this match, he'll be one of only 3 father-son pairs to have held the Intercontinental title.
Yes.
All right.
In rarefied air,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, literally.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. Let's see what else we've got here. This is the one I have the biggest problem with.
Women's Tag Team Championship, the Judgment Day against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria, I remind you, is the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, going for another belt when she doesn't defend the belt that she has now.
So this match is basically
Pointless.
null and void.
What this is going to be is Bayley's going to turn on Lyra,
So Bayley can challenge for
so
the
Bayley can
Intercontinental
go heel. They teased it on Raw.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
So I am going Judgment Day to retain because here's the deal. Some birdie told me that happens to live in a cave that we're going to see some crazy shit from the Wyatt Six when they come back, and that there's a plan for WrestleMania 41 is what I'm being told.
Let's hear it.
If that's the case, it's going to be the Wyatts and the Judgment Day.
Yep.
I'm going
So
with retain.
gotta go retain.
Judgment Day as well, sweet tea.
Retain.
You'll
All right. What about the
She
professional?
went Judgment Day as well.
All right. So that's also unanimous.
All right, hit us with the next one. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles.
Now this is the hard one for me. Because either way you slice this, it's a push for one of the other guys. AJ's sort of not been getting pushed at all. Logan Paul hasn't really done a whole lot on TV of late. This match is going to be a holy shit spectacle. However, Logan Paul's undefeated at WrestleMania.
Yes, he is.
So, the idea also that Karrion Kross is pushing with AJ has to win because then it can prove that anybody can step into this business. Logan Paul winning just is a great heel tactic to continue that narrative. So for that reason and that reason alone, I'm saying Logan Paul is going to win.
Logan.
The professional goes AJ Styles. This professional does not.
Logan?
I go Logan Paul because I believe this is Logan Paul's stepping stone to being Mr. Money in the Bank this year.
Sweet Tea?
Just how he's going to get the world title.
I'll go Logan.
All right.
AJ Styles has been brought in to put this kid over.
The professional stands alone. Stand alone!
Which you don't get a lot at WrestleMania.
No, you don't.
All right, night one's main event.
No, this is night 2.
Or night two's main event, I'm sorry. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. This is where we will start talking about all the other matches we haven't covered yet. These are the only official graphics been released by Drumstick. Don't you love that the main event of night 2 is being presented by Drumstick Ice Cream?
Currently, Cody Rhodes is the odds-on favorite to win the match. John Cena hasn't won a big match in a long time. But this is also John Cena's last run. If it's going to be legit, you got to put the belt on him. There's really no choice. Cody then has a buffer to come between him and The Rock for follow-up next year's WrestleMania, whatever. Keeps The Rock in the fold, but by having the extension of Cena, and if you can't have Cena, you can interchange him with The Rock or other people that come in. John Cena's going to beat my man Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
Yes, he
Agreed.
is.
Agreed.
And as far as I'm
mind you,
concerned...
I've never ran against Cody Rhodes once in my life, and I'm having to run against Cody Rhodes today.
All right, the professional goes Cena.
Sweet Tea as
Cena.
well.
Yep.
And Big Bad John to round us out.
Did he?
Yep. Everybody is
Did
unanimous.
he round us out? Because I haven't made my pick yet.
No, you haven't.
For point's sake, Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
For point's sake, if I go down, it's because Cody Rhodes let me down.
If Cody Rhodes wins this and I went against him, I'm going to be furious.
And I'm going to be cheering for John Cena, just to make that abundantly clear.
Livid.
But I'm telling you right now, if it's a swerve and Cena shakes his hand after the match, all's forgiven in the eyes
No,
of the crowd.
But that would be such a waste.
It would, but then again, would it?
Yes.
It got us here.
But it needs to get us throughout. He needs at least up until SummerSlam until he.
I gotta go Cody Rhodes. I cannot go John Cena. I've never went John Cena.
Okay,
I
buddy.
cannot go John Cena. I'm sorry. I know that that's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
But I need a heel if I'm going to lose my championship after defending it on a pay-per-view that is so unpredictable. And we're just halfway through the matches, folks. We're not even through all the matches yet,
Sucks
folks.
how unpredictable
It is very, very unpredictable. But I'm gonna be the odd man out, and I'm gonna go Cody Rhodes. I talked myself into that just now.
All right. So there we have it. Those are all the graphics that we have.
All
so
right, now
take us widescreen, Big Bad John, and we're just going to get into the other matches we haven't named yet.
Yep, there we go.
On night 2, we also have Io Sky defending the WWE Women's Championship in a triple threat match against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair's never defeated. Or no, Rhea Ripley has never defeated in singles competition Bianca Belair or Io Sky after having come to the main roster not once.
Has not beat who?
Either of
Bianca
them.
Belair or Io Sky in singles competition.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's not going to matter because she's not going to be a factor in this at all. Me and the professional, we're going retain for Io Sky.
Io Sky, okay.
I say Io Sky pins Bianca Belair so Rhea doesn't take a heat. She's the afterthought. They've made her the afterthought by pie-facing her and shoving her out of the way and getting into it with each other. Io Sky retains. They'll cost each other the fucking title. And then you've got Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair till SummerSlam. By that time, one of them will have beaten Io Sky and it'll be for the belt. Or it continues the Jade Cargill, Naomi thing later on down the road with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
I think somebody costs Bianca the belt. I think either Naomi or Jade, one of the two,
Yeah,
gets back involved in that regard. But I think Rhea Ripley picks up the win on Io
You think
Sky.
she wins for the third WrestleMania in a row?
Yeah, I do.
It could happen.
I'm saying Rhea Ripley.
Or no, she lost last year's WrestleMania, didn't she?
Yeah.
She lost to Liv Morgan. I don't understand why take it off of her then. Because they took it off of her for no reason.
To get her a WrestleMania win, to get that moment, to get her on
the
biggest stage of the all, winning another title.
But yeah, I go Io Sky. We both did.
Big Bad John, Sweet Tea. Mind you, nobody's voted for Bianca Belair.
It's because no one wants to see Bianca Belair champion.
No, I'd love to see her win this match. I just don't think she will. I think putting the belt on her would make a much more interesting dialogue between Jade and Naomi. But right now, I just don't see that being a factor. I don't see the belt being a factor for that.
Right.
Who?
Io.
Io Sky. Sweet Tea. You're left holding the bag.
Rhea.
All right. Poor Bianca. No bets on Bianca. Boy, I hope she wins, and none of us get a point.
Wouldn't be the first fucking time.
All right, and then we also have Randy Orton versus mystery opponent, but we don't know who his opponent is yet, so it would be senseless for us to take picks.
Yeah.
But following Friday night, because NXT Stand and Deliver officially kicks off, the NXT, unless they do the thing where they're going to withhold his opponent,
yeah,
which they've done, and it's going to be this big surprise. If they announce the opponent on SmackDown, we have to get that in before night one of WrestleMania.
Yes, obviously, yes.
But if they don't announce it, then we'll call an audible whenever the match happens.
Yes,
we'll decide that amongst ourselves.
Yep, we'll decide how we do that.
With Randy anyways.
So am I, but they could swerve, they could pull something out of their ass and bring back fucking Jon Moxley for all I know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Yeah. All right. So let's hop over back to the rest of night one.
All right.
Gunther, our reigning and defending WWE World Champion, defends against the Royal Rumble winner main event, Jey Uso.
Uso with the win.
I too am saying Uso with the win.
After the Jimmy shit, him being beaten bloody and shit, him coming out to the ring and being like, I'm going to pray for you.
Yeah.
Because of what I'm going to have to do to you and shit. If Jay loses, makes him look like the biggest bitch
Agreed.
in the entire world and will ruin Jey Uso for the rest of time.
Agreed.
He has to beat Gunther.
Yeet.
Yeet.
That's unanimous on this side.
Royal challenges Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship.
Kay went Charlotte Flair.
Wow.
I went retain.
Tiffy.
I'm going Charlotte Flair. Because I think that the other title will retain, so we'll have a new champion. But that's just personal.
I'm going Tiffany Stratton.
Gonna be a good match.
I think Tiffany Stratton, this is where she makes her name, and this gives Charlotte some more to work toward, and it's not her just walking back in, winning the Rumble, and winning the title.
Right.
I think it makes her have to become a key player on one of the shows again.
It'll be interesting to see what we do here.
LA Knight defends the WWE United States Championship against the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
Fatu as well.
Kay as well. My hearing in this is you give him the title and you have him and Solo silently feud over it, where Solo's like, we're the United States champion, the Bloodline is the champion, and have Jacob Fatu get tired of that shit. And be like, no, I'm the champion. This isn't your belt, this is my belt. And have Solo turn on him eventually, and then we have Solo and him at Mania.
It also creates a solid paradigm shift if Jey Uso wins the world title.
Yes.
Because then you've got a member of the Bloodline with both.
Jacob Fatu's the hottest fucking thing you've got going on SmackDown.
Yeah, agreed. Until Bronson Reed comes back.
Yes.
In the grudge match, we have Naomi versus Jade Cargill. It's Jade Cargill's big return. She's been off TV for a while. But Naomi's doing some really solid fucking work.
Well, here's the deal. Does Bianca Belair come out and fuck with that match and come out night 2 as a heel?
She could.
Because that could change the entire aspect of everything.
That's true.
I'm just going.
Because that would be why she got fucked in the match,
Yeah.
is that one of the two will come out to fuck her for helping.
Sweet Tea Cleet has declared Jade. I think, honestly, Jade gets the payoff here. Otherwise, what was the point of taking her off TV after the attack? If she doesn't beat Naomi, then it means absolutely nothing, and they've got nowhere else to go.
Unless Bianca comes out and sides with Naomi.
But then again, it's the same thing. It's just Jade versus another person who had something to do with attacking her. She doesn't get the win. Even no, I think Jade has to win here. I think I'm saying Jade Cargill.
Kay went Naomi.
Luke.
I haven't really made up my mind yet, to be honest with you.
Big Bad John.
Jade.
I'm telling you, man. I think that's if any match on this card is a safe bet, I think that one has to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jade Cargill.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go Jade myself.
Because if she doesn't get the payoff, then she's still facing all the criticisms for not being a great worker. WWE brought her in for essentially fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we have quite possibly the most difficult match to call across the board.
Not me, Seth Rollins. I say Paul Heyman turns on both the motherfuckers.
That's what I'm thinking happens. But do you give CM Punk the main event of night one and have him lose?
Yeah, because you have Seth pin Roman. You have Punk hit him with the fucking go to sleep, and then have him petered off with the stomp and pin Roman. Gotta be Seth Rollins. Easy. Gotta be Rollins.
God, fuck.
Coletta went Punk.
Rollins.
Nobody's going Roman.
No.
Because I'm going Punk. And I'd like to remind all of you that I hate that motherfucker. I went CM Punk and against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you did.
Ask me how this went last year. Actually, last year went great for me. So never mind.
Last year did go pretty
Yeah,
good.
great. Never mind. Having a great time.
All right, hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. That's it for WrestleMania, correct?
That's it.
Wow. All right, we're going to get into what Stand and Deliver look like. Some people have not made picks and won't until they see what happens on on Tuesday to fill out most of these matches. We're going to tell you what we pick and who we think is going to go into these, or vice versa.
What the hell was that?
Stuff coming down.
In a 6-woman ladder match to determine the newly crowned NXT North American Women's Champion, we have Zariah against Kalani Jordan, against Sol Ruka, against Izzy Dame, and 2 unnamed competitors.
Here's the deal. I will go ahead and take my pick here.
I know who mine is.
I don't care who the other 2 are. I am going with Sol Ruka.
So am I.
She should have won it inaugurally at the last ladder match we had in Battleground. But that's my pick. Coletta put to be determined on hers because she wants to see the 2 entrants.
Okay. Sweet Tea, you want to wait, or do you have a declaration to make now?
I think the champion's up there regardless already. Out of the
I'll go
names
with
that have been
Sol.
announced.
All right. It's got to be Sol Ruka, man.
If it's not, Zarya would be
Yeah.
a bad guess. But
See, that's who I couldn't figure out. That was the other one.
We have Stephanie Vakir defending the NXT Women's Championship against Julia, Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker. And you couldn't have picked a harder fucking 4-way. Because all 4 of them can walk out NXT Women's Champion, and it would be right.
the professional says retain.
They pulled the belt off Julia because she wasn't as over as Stephanie Vakir. So the argument they're going to put it back on her at NXT and WrestleMania doesn't make a lot of sense.
She's a heel now. Also.
Jada Parker. I'm going Jordan Grace.
So am I.
Ha! Ha! If I got to go for Punk, you got to go for
And
Grace.
I'm going to explain why. I believe that they took the other belt off of Stephanie Vakir. They're going to take this one off of her as well. Jordan Grace is going to be the reset button.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephanie and Julie are main roster bound.
Yeah.
That's where I think that's going.
Big Bad John and Sweet Tea. Nobody's voted for Julia or Jade Parker yet.
Jordan Grace.
I'm going with Jada.
Jada Parker. All right. Well, no luck for Julia in this match. It's fine. All right, we got Fraxium versus To Be Determined.
I'm going to go for whoever wins the gauntlet match. Because I think Nathan Frazier and Axiom are about to get called up.
Okay.
Each one of them wrestled a big star on SmackDown Frazier wrestled Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Axiom wrestled Gunther in his hometown and killed it. Telling you, with the Lucha Brothers now back in the fold,
They're going to need some.
they're going to need Fraxium on the main roster to battle these boys.
Plus Fraxium and the Guns.
Plus, they've held the title for like almost over a year.
Yeah, they've been champions a long
So
time.
I'm gonna go new champs, regardless
I'm
of who
going
they are.
mystery opponents as well.
Okay.
Same.
I think it's time to call them up or
What
just
does
leave them
Colette have
be.
to say?
To be determined.
I am also going to wait until I see who gets declared as their opponent.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this.
I'm going to wait till Wednesday until they tell me who they're going to wrestle.
All right.
I'm leaning toward whomever wins, but until I see it, I won't be able to make an educated guess.
All right.
For the North American Championship.
Now these have to be in before Saturday.
Yes, before
Because they'll be in the AM.
Actually, NXT's have to be in by Friday night. By the end of SmackDown, NXT picks have to be in.
Yes.
Because NXT takes place on Saturday morning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. 10 a.m. So.
All right. So Ricky Saints will defend against the winner of the Fatal 4-Way this week, which is
I don't remember.
Ethan Page.
That's who it's going to be.
Yeah, that's my argument too. Let me just double check real quick.
I'm going to wait on this one.
I don't blame you.
I'm gonna wait as well.
Ricky Saints for me. They just put the belt on him. I can't see him taking him off this soon.
Well, now it's not even telling me. Who the
You
number
don't think Ethan will take it and then just bicker back and forth?
one- Okay.
Ethan Page is wrestling for the TNA Heavyweight Championship 2 days before this in TNA.
Oh. Then I'll just say retain.
You're going to say retain for Ricky Saints?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they just put the belt on him is why I'm going.
Yeah,
Ricky
I
Saints.
agree. And I'm actually going to go ahead and declare for Ricky Saints as well. Did you as well, Luke?
Yes.
I'll go retain as well.
And Coletta?
Coletta went to be determined.
Okay, we'll wait on that. And in our main event for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship, Oba Femi defends against Trick Williams and Javon Evans.
Retain.
Does he, though, or does he get called up? And do you put the belt back on Trick so
No.
Oba can go get called up?
Coletta went with retain, by the way.
I don't see them putting it on Javon Evans yet.
They can still call him up and then him vacate it.
They've done that. They did that with Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but we just vacated the title on TV.
Well,
So?
actually,
In
hold on.
NXT.
It just
Kevin
gives
Owens.
them another
Hold on.
tournament for
Kevin
men.
Owens was NXT champion and United States champion.
Yes.
Kevin Owens didn't vacate it. He lost the NXT title.
Yes. My strategy behind the thinking of this is it can go one of two ways. It can go Javon Evans wins. It's a reset button. And
Let's
you
see it.
send Oba and Trick up to the main
both
roster.
up?
Well, Trick's being a bad guy right now. Carmelo Hayes is the ultimate bad guy with The Miz. That would be a power couple.
Yeah.
Obafemi needs to be called up. He's done everything there is to do in
it's
NXT.
almost time to get him up and get him.
However, that leaves the idea of giving 140
no.
in
not yet.
Javon Evans.
It's either Trick Williams. or
Is he
Javon.
ready? I don't think he's ready. I'm going Obafemi to retain.
Oba.
I just don't think it's time.
Sweet Tea, you're going Oba.
Mhm.
Who's Special K got?
Retain.
For the point's sake, I'm going to say retain, but I think it's going to be Trick Williams. But for points, I'm picking Oba Femi.
All right, that's our points.
All right. For all except for 2 matches, we have declared for every 3 matches, considering the Randy Orton match as well.
Yes.
We have given all of our points. We have named all of our names. We have the final mile to WrestleMania is underway. Luke, how do you feel?
We're here. Let's see where the road takes us this week. It's gonna be a lot of wrestling, a lot of coverage,
What you guys?
a lot of shit to talk about when we come back after this Mania week with the actual podcast when we get into the nitty gritty of what's taking place.
And what you guys don't get to see is how just much fun this week is for us. All
is
the
quite
excitement,
fun.
all the fucking, all we do is talk incessantly. It's going to be so much fun, and we hope that you enjoy your WrestleMania week as much as we planned on enjoying ours.
I hope you come the 19th, the first night, to
Yeah.
Kit Kats.
And I just hope you come.
Yeah, twice. For me too. I want some. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. Let's get into some stories here. Well,
Judgment Guy.
Judgment Guy.
We have Peter Griffin as Damian Priest. Damian Priest as Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Lois as Rhea Ripley. Stewie as Dirty Dom. Meg as JD McDonough.
Shut up, JD.
Shut up, JD. That's a good one. Cleveland as Ron the Truth Killings. And Brian as Finn Balor.
Fantastic.
You know what, Finn? I think I want to win the Intercontinental title.
No.
Oh, mommy.
Hit us with the next one.
Baby's ready for his feeding.
Fightful Select announces that WWE has signed a legend deal with Kelly Kelly.
Kelly! She was 19 when she got signed.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they were doing the strip poker
ECW
game on
expose?
ECW? Yeah.
Yes.
And she couldn't drink. Everybody else got a cocktail, and she couldn't drink.
And she tried taking her clothes off, and Mike Knox played her boyfriend. Yeah. It was definitely
cool.
Gene Sitzky's fault.
She was around for a little while. Maybe she's got some cool insight and some fun
make
stories.
your money while
That's
you
right.
can. There's video games, everything.
Take all that $1 billion money you can get.
That's right. Take it all.
Take it all.
Hit us with the next one, please.
Oh, and a devastating loss to the pro wrestling world.
Brock Lesnar
officially retires.
Yep.
In other news, I took a poop yesterday. And now we're all talking about shit one cares about.
In other news, we all can tell. Oh, Brock Lesnar. God love
Poor
him.
Laser. Hey, you know what? Outside of all of his bullshit, he had a historic run in wrestling. Best of luck in future endeavors.
Yes. Hit us with the next one, please. No poop for you.
Ciampa's beard oil.
Hey, look. Okay, here's the deal. Look how ratty in the first side.
Yeah.
That's without it.
That's right.
Look how luxurious and full-bodied that it looks on the right once you've had some of Ciampa's beard oil.
That's right.
Also now comes in clear, so you even if you want your white beard, it'll still clean it. It's half the coloring, but it's twice the alcohol. Yeah. So Ciampa's beard oil, it'll still get you drunk.
Coming soon, Musk of Gargano.
He's got a new makeup line coming out called Johnny Sameface.
Johnny Sameface.
Here's the next one, Big Red.
Immaculate Same. R&R Modern Creations is our digital studio here, ran by, of course, Big Bad John. He's the one who created this show. All the sounds, graphics, moving lights, moving pictures, everything you see that updated the show from our very first episode to now is all because of Big Bad John's hard work. If you've got a podcast, YouTube channel, you got a show or just a video you need edited, get a hold of R&R Modern Creations. They also do wood crafting and special custom pieces. So if you got something you want made so you can display it, or if you got something made for a gift, Big Bad John is your guy to go to over at R&R Modern Creations. Get a hold of Tanya, or Johnny Doolin on Facebook at facebook.com/R&R Modern Creations.
There you go. That's really
I said your name.
I tried that last week.
Thank you very much.
I tried that last week.
To
It didn't go
contact
over as well. It didn't go over as well.
Yeah.
Because I have nothing else to do with it.
Well, yeah, you have a ton to do with it. I'm just talking about he's the one who did all the graphic work and brought the show up to date. It's your guys' business.
Touching fingers and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't the only one.
Okay, my bad.
Hit us
He's
with
the man behind the desk. We're supposed to give him his credit.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. Oh, I love this. I giggled a little too hard for this.
This is terrible. Get title shot, get injured, get a divorce, get face surgery, get
And
title
then it just
shot.
starts all
Okay,
over.
man. But, number one, I'd like to point out, too, that Tiffany Stratton's had work done as well.
Yeah, she has.
Tiffany Stratton had a nose job and had her breasts augmented. And nobody said a word to her about it, but everybody buries Charlotte for it.
Well, it's because she's starting to...
Because Charlotte looked fine beforehand, and Charlotte's not doing it in the right spots. She needs to get herself ass and hips.
Ooh.
Yeah, she does need a
That's a good point. And you know what? You're right about that, though.
Her face did not need to be touched.
No, and she was
more
She
beautiful.
doesn't even look
Agreed,
like herself
completely.
anymore,
She looks like a ghost of someone.
I think that because she and Flair had very similar noses, and I think that got in her head. Of course, I'm speaking from a perspective of never actually having met her ever. But
Right.
Maybe that got in her head a little bit, and she wanted to define something differently.
I don't know. Man.
I don't know, man, but I think she's gorgeous.
It's like Tori Wilson. You remember Tori Wilson?
Oh yeah.
Or
No, not Tori.
not Tori Wilson. Tori.
Yeah.
The one that was Sable's. Okay. She got the fucking lips and the eyebrows. And
Yeah.
She looks like a cat lady now.
I couldn't do it, man.
It's weird.
But also, stop shitting on her because she got work done.
Yeah, and a divorce. That's in her blood.
What is
She's
that?
a
Is
flag.
that literally her? That's her third divorce, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
0-3. Hit us with the next one,
Damn.
please.
Well, the first guy beat the fuck out of her.
So, Hulk Hogan was apparently supposed to play Matthew McConaughey's character in
Dazed and Confused. You know what I like about high school girls, brother? I get older, they stay the same age.
That's fucking gross.
That's fucking disgusting, right?
Yeah.
This
oh,
guy-
no, oh, no, oh, no.
This
That is
guy
better
just...
than-
You have a historic wrestling career. Legitimately.
Yeah.
You have historic business ventures.
You're
and
offered
entertainment
the
ventures.
fucking George Foreman girl for crying out loud.
He wasn't. He was never offered the forward. That's my point. Why make up other shit when your life was already so fucking cool? Why extrapolate on bullshit?
I don't know.
He was in a Stallone movie, for crying out loud.
He was at Thunderlips. That
I
was
don't
his
get
name.
it.
That's not his.
I hate
That's
it.
not my pet name for him. That's just was his character's
Right.
name. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. All right, go ahead and
Brim
go wide on
Lee.
that. So Brim Lee.
Enter the Beatus. That's Wilfred Brimley's face on Bruce Lee's body on
Yes,
Enter
it
the
is.
Dragon
Yes, it is.
movie poster.
That's the blood that he uses to check his glucose meter on his chest because
Wilfred
he's
Bruce
tired
Lee.
of his fingers hurting all the time.
That's a good. That reminds me of the Family Matters. What's his name? Steve Urkel.
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
We are Bruce Lee too.
Can we do that?
We just did. If they haven't canceled us yet,
I mean, yeah, a little Chinese accent's not gonna hurt anyone.
I mean, it worked for Urkel.
Ask Shane Gillis. He got canned from Saturday Night Live for it.
Oh, Shane Gillis, what a guy.
The same day he got hired.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. All right.
This one's a memorial piece for Sandra. Is it Culbertson?
Culbertson.
Culbertson.
Yes.
The late partner of Nick Gage.
Yes. AFU alumni and partner on the commentating table for the first initial
The
show.
inaugural show, yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. Rest in peace, everyone from Pro Wrestling Throwdown. Nick,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of you.
Don't let it set you back, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. All right. Pro Wrestling Throwdown. You can find us on Facebook and X.
That's right. Pro Wrestling Throwdown at Facebook at facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown. You can follow us on X at Pro Wrestling TD. You can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok at Pro Wrestling Throwdown 1. And you can check out streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown where you can access the
Merch store!
and over at the
Merch store!
you can buy our merch. That's right. We got merch. We got swag. We got all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. Books, bags, shirts, shoes. You want it. We got it. You name it. You bought it. Yeah, thank you very much.
That was nice. I appreciate
You're welcome.
that. You put that in the song. Make a whole lot.
That's right.
Just say.
There's the merch
There's
store.
our merch store, Twerk and Terrence.
Twerk and Terrence. You can whistle while you work, but you can't cry while you twerk. Twerk.
Twerk, you got
Damn
it.
it.
Ha-ha!
I will get that completely right one day.
Several
got it.
different colors of the t-shirt and the hologram. That's a hologram sticker.
Yeah.
Still available. That is Rashid, our merch store shirt wearer.
Yeah.
He has all of our merchandise, unlike which I mean is not unlike Wolfie,
Wolfie, who also has all of
whose
our
birthday
merchandise.
was last week.
Yes, it was.
Go ahead and hit us with our next one, Big Bad John. Let's see here. Ooh, all right.
Oh, okay. This game again. I like this game.
So, build your ultimate WCW staple using $15.
Okay.
Let's see. Depends on how big I want my stable to be, I guess.
I can't tell everybody on the list.
I can. Do you want me to read them through?
Is Sid Vicious a $3 player?
Yes.
Okay. Up top, we have number 5s are Sting, Ric Flair, Goldberg, Hulk Hogan, and Kevin Nash. Number 4 is Scott Hall, DDP, Macho Man, Scott Steiner, and the Giant.
Yes.
Number 3 is Bret Hart, Lex Luger. I can't tell who the middle guy is from here.
Buff Bagwell.
Is that Buff? Who's in between Buff and Sid?
That is Booker T,
Okay, that's Booker T. Gotcha. Down at the bottom, we have
Eddie
Eddie
Guerrero.
Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. Is that Canyon?
I believe that's Raven.
No,
No,
Raven's
that's Jericho. I'm sorry.
That's Jericho.
Yeah, young Jericho.
Stasiak.
No,
that's not
Jeff
Stasiak.
Jarrett.
Jarrett and Benoit.
Yep.
And then number 1 is Raven, Regal,
No,
Conan. No, Raven, Inferno,
Inferno. Yeah.
Conan,
Dean Malenko and Mr.
Malenko,
Perfect.
and Mr. Perfect.
Kurt Hennig.
Kurt Hennig. All right, so for $15,
Got it.
go ahead.
All right, Rey Mysterio for $2.
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero for $2.
Okay.
Chris Benoit for $2.
Okay. Perry Saturn's not on this list.
Dean Malenko for $1.
Okay.
What am I up to?
You're at $7.
15. So we'll go Bret the Hitman Hart.
That's 10.
Diamond Dallas Page.
That's 14.
Did I already say Raven?
No.
Nope.
Raven.
Okay. So that's your $15
Yep.
team. Sweet Tea.
Oh, I'm not playing.
Oh.
Okay. Big Bad John.
Scott.
Steiner.
Scott Hall.
Okay.
DDP. Eddie.
You're at 10. You got 5 more.
Ray. Chris.
1 point left.
Raven.
Nice. I love that Raven's on the list. All right. Mine would be... I mean, if it's the ultimate WCW stable, I'm going to go... Hold on, I gotta double check my math before I do this. If it's the ultimate WCW stable, I'm gonna go Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Conan.
There you go.
Yes, it's the fucking NWO, baby.
Yeah.
No,
makes sense.
I'll make a real one. I would go Diamond Dallas Page, Booker T, Rey Mysterio, Dean Malenko, and Luger and Raven.
There you go.
I'd call them the
He
shit-
shall call
I'd
them
call them
mini
the
me.
shit kickers.
All right, Johnny.
All right, we're going to do some openings here, which is something that's definitely new to this channel.
Yeah, this is all courtesy of Sweet Tea and Big Bad John. They hooked this up.
All right, we're going to go first and do a pack of WCW trading cards. There's 12 in a pack. From 1991, we're going to see what they're worth.
All right.
So we will talk a little bit about them as we go.
Here we go.
So
We've never done an
them.
unboxing before, I don't think, on
It
this
smells
show.
like 1991. All right.
Does
In
it smell
no
like cheap
particular
gasoline?
order,
I started to say cheap gas and cigarettes.
we have the number 108 of the Steiner Brothers.
Oh!
That is Scotty Steiner. The Steiner Brothers, of course, what's back say? Scott's the younger brother of the Steiner Brothers, and his adding some new moves to the sport. Some that haven't been seen or named yet. Rick and Scott are a potential force gaining new respect for their claim to the U.S. Tag Team title. What are their favorite colors? You guessed it, black and blue.
Very funny.
There we go. So this is what the back of the card looks like. Looks like it is a, what, $2.25 card?
Yep.
All right.
Worth $2.25.
Beautiful card. We have the number 6 card,
Oh.
which is the Stinger and Sid Vicious on the front, but it is the Stinger card. There he is there on the corner.
That is so cool.
That is a, how do you say that? Horseman
Yeah.
look to our man there.
That's cool, Big Bad John.
Yeah, that's
Hold on,
sick.
I need, see, I should be able to grab the screen capture.
Bro.
No.
Go
Oh, wait,
ahead
never
and
mind.
put them over there safely.
Different website.
Where did you purchase this, Johnny? You purchased this at a thrift store?
No, card shop here. Or,
Card.
Here, give me the
Yeah.
This is the Mankind Lunchbox.
sealed still.
Sealed Collector's Edition from...
The cards came from that shop.
Oh, okay, the cards came from this one.
Yes.
Yes.
So those cards were purchased from Low Cools, John Rennick, the owner, Rennick at gmail.com. Vintage Sports Cards, question mark. Located at 311 West Main Street, West Frankfort, Illinois, 62896.
Now, does he
Cards,
accept?
comics, lures, and Funkos, all collectibles he offers. Check him out. That's RENIKJ at gmail.com.
Also, you can take your swag. He purchases these kind of things too as a second hand, basically.
Yes.
Do we want to unseal this bad boy?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Because I planned on opening it anyway, so I'll have you do it
but
on the show.
Let's do it. Sorry, Mick. Inside are collectible pieces. So once we get the garbage and stuff all cleared here, we are going to pop this bad boy open and see what we got.
All right.
While my hair's doing something crazy in the back there.
That's all right.
All right, here we go.
It's digitized.
The Mankind Lunchbox Funko Pop Collection. Number 1 is this Mankind Funko Pop.
Oh,
Ain't
hell
that
yeah.
fucking cool?
The number 103 in the Funko Pop universe.
That's awesome. Then we have a number of...
Sick.
It's a fucking Socko puppet!
Yeah, it is.
It's Socko!
That's why I wanted the.
Oh! Oh, it's Socko, everybody! I'm sorry, I'm very excited. I'm a child. Leave me alone.
This is a GameStop exclusive Funko pack. So
We have a Mick Foley Mankind pin. Oh! Oh!
that's not even part of it.
And here...
Oh, that's
I wanna
cool.
drop
That's a
the one.
die-cast pin.
Also,
too. That's
before we
heavy
show the
duty.
last item, the actual physical lunchbox itself is super dope. And the last item that we have here is a Mankind lanyard and ornament piece.
All right.
Ain't that fucking cool? And it comes with a little collectible card. I think it's a card for authenticity.
I believe
Released
so.
directly by the Funko Corporation. Says here, made in China, 2021 WWE LLC.
It's a super, super nice lunchbox. Super cool. You can keep a whole bunch of things in here. You can keep your weed in there.
Fucking
You
Socko,
can
dog.
keep whatever. You can keep
You
it.
keep your weed in
You
there.
want to put the stuff back
Yes.
in there now?
Hey man, you don't know, man.
All right. Well, Mick Foley, you're going back in the box.
Again.
Where did you find this, Big Bad John?
Pawn shop here in town.
No kidding.
What did it say the price was? It was like
$24.99.
$24.99 for.
$24.99.
What did you pay for it?
24.
Okay. Well, it was a steal.
Suckers.
But
That's a lot of cool shit.
we don't know when that was bought at that price. But I know on Mercari, people are selling just the tin by itself for $20.
So you could make your money if you wanted to resell it anyway.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. That's the Mick Foley collector's box from Funko. I'm gonna have to go to this local cool shop and see if they've got any more WWE cards that we can make a habit of reopening.
There was a guy that
didn't
had
have
just
any of
cleared
that?
him out.
Oh, sons of bitches.
But we got business cards we can drop off there.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Thanks, Sweet Tea.
All right. Where's my mouth?
It's in your pants. Haha.
It's on your other screen.
It's up here with us.
That's right. That's a rat. All right, we got some fun graphics to look at here. We got the Duddy Boys. Didn't we have this one last week?
Did we have that one?
Yeah, I think we
might
did.
have.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
well.
I don't remember, but it does. It's still funny.
Oh well. Let's see
Yeah,
what else
that-
we got.
We have Picard as John Cena.
You can't see me.
You can't see me. I'm John Cena. Hello there.
Alright.
Oh,
so here's
my.
some ones I made up.
Yeah.
Doug Jones as various
Ones of his
Characters.
characters.
Yeah.
some of his
Or other
characters. Yep.
characters.
Doug
Which
Jones, of course.
Is a physical actor. He's worked closely
Billy
with
Butcherson?
Guillermo del Toro in a number of Guillermo del Toro's fantasy epics.
Star Trek.
Pan's- Pan's Labyrinth, the Hellboy movies, Blade. He was
Shape
in
of Water.
Shape
Hocus
of
Pocus.
Hope with Water, Hocus Pocus. So we've got
He's
Up.
just awesome.
up top. We have what is that? A goblin of some kind.
Yep.
Sure.
We've got a couple of Abe Sapien. It looks like.
Yep. Got Abe Sapien.
We've got a
Alien.
Hellboy over on the right,
Yep.
and I'm not sure what the other two represent.
Demons and zombies.
He kind of looks like the Baron as
Oh,
as
yeah.
what we
Oh
do
yeah,
in
the Baron
Shadows,
in What We Do in the Shadows. I forgot about that. He's
which
over
I
there.
have. What'd you call her? G Unit.
Yeah, G Unit.
I have G Unit watching.
It's a great show. If you don't watch What We Do in the Shadows, go fuck yourself.
Movie was great.
Hilarious.
Can't wait to watch it.
All right, here's for the next one.
All right, that's it. Is that it?
No,
that's not it? Okay.
No, we're getting close.
Okay, cool. So these are. Is that a picture of the new business card that you made?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a picture of the business card that these guys printed up for us. It's got all of our info, all the people who work on the show actively.
Yep.
The
Tanya made these.
The Tanya and Sweet Tea did that one. We got Sweet Tea, the professional, the big dog, Big Bad John, Caleb Black, and the Mighty Max Fury. So that's pretty cool. We've got those. You can see all of our logos, and I think it's got some information on the back about where to find us. All of our various social medias, Facebook, X, YouTube, obviously, where you're viewing us now.
Yeah, for some reason you don't know that we have a YouTube channel by now. I don't know where you're getting the information.
Well, we used to stream on Facebook Live. I could see where
Well,
people
that's
could
true.
watch directly. That's true. Also,
That's
Sound
true.
Investment. That's your.
Hey, look, it's me. Sound Investment DJ and Karaoke. Well, we do weddings, parties, no event too small or big. Karaoke, you want good sound. Contact me, serving Southern Illinois, or my wife, Coletta, 618-438-1125. That's 618-439-1125. Only serious inquiries, but like I said, no show too big or small that we can't work something out. So get a hold of us. It's always a sound investment with Sound Investment. Hit us with the next one, please.
Trick Willy Wonka with newly added creamy filling. Creamy, nougaty, delicious, layered under mounds of
Can you just say nougaty again?
nougaty,
Thank you.
under mounds of milk, dark chocolate, swayed
Just
and
dark, milky
dipped
milk.
dipped in orange zest and the smell of lavender.
Wrapped in an orange and purple wrapper.
That's right. Trick Willy Wonka, only $69.99 or 3 small payments, $35.95.
Or your mama's sweet ass. Also now comes with nuts.
comes with nuts, but only almonds.
Yeah,
Only
we don't
almonds.
fuck around with pistachios in this
Fuck a
household.
pistachio, dog.
Well, that pistachio is a seed, anyways.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
idiot.
fuckers. Peanut's not a nut either. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. All right, what are these?
Hey, I found these ones on Facebook. I thought they were pretty cool.
If their
All right.
name was what they did for a living?
Yep.
Cody Rhodes would be a
Yeah.
would be a truck driver. I
Yeah,
get
that
it.
makes sense. Okay. That's a good one.
Leaf Morgan,
Which
Oh,
actually is not far off. She
she
does own a farm.
she's a herbologist.
She's a neurologist.
Yeah. Coffee Kingston. That's awesome.
They've actually referred to him as Coffee Kingston on more than one occasion.
Yeah, that's
I
a good
love
one.
that.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Being a barista,
I'll let him
it's
be
a
my
new day.
barista.
Yes, it
Right?
is.
It's
Gotta start your new day with a cup of Coffee Kingston.
Robin Reigns.
Fuck yeah, they
Okay.
even added the egg.
If they don't open a WWE themed restaurant and have Ramen Reigns and Coffee Kingston, I'm gonna be pissed. They have to do it.
You
now.
know, I believe they do that kind of shit in the building of WrestleMania.
They
for the
should.
Thing,
I would
probably.
order Ramen Reigns.
Fuck
Probably
yeah,
lovely.
I can have ramen noodles and watch live wrestling. You
He's
kidding me?
Samoan, so it's got spam in it. Probably some eggs. It's probably a little spicy.
Yeah, probably pork fat or
Yeah, full
That's
of
probably what that's.
pork
in there.
belly.
full of protein. Yeah, come on, baby. Ramen
Yes,
Reigns.
and if you're not slurping, you ain't trying. Hit us with the next one.
That's what he said. Kevin Ovens.
Well, at least he has something to fall back on.
He looks like a 19.
Oh,
you dick.
Too soon? Is it too soon?
This looks like a picture from like a 1960s appliance commercial. Come on
Looks
down.
like They're like, that thing you do is I am Spartacus.
That's right. Come on down to Kevin's Ovens.
It'll get you drunk.
Paul Heyman.
Obviously.
Paul Heyman with a pitchfork.
He could have also been Paul and the Hey Mans.
Yeah.
It'd been just a 80s or 80s, 60s group.
Yeah.
No, it'd have been in the 80s.
Paul and the Heymans.
That was the last one.
All right, kids. Well,
All right.
that means this show's coming to an end. That means this is WrestleMania week.
Yes, it
And
is.
next Sunday, when we reconvene, WrestleMania will have happened and been over. And then we start season 5 the Sunday after. And then we're on the road to WrestleMania.
We're also on the 5
To 5.
to 5. We are getting close. 320 subscribers
We're
now.
only 180 away from hitting that 500 goal in season 5. That'd be great.
5
So
to 5.
please remember to like, share, subscribe. Show it to your friends. Show it to your parents. Show it to your kids.
Tell them, even if you don't watch it, just subscribe.
Yeah, we don't
We'll
need
take your subscription.
Yeah.
We need your money.
people. But anyway, other than that, make sure to find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestling Throwdown. Follow us on X at ProWrestling TD. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok at ProWrestling Throwdown 1 or streamlabs.com/ProWrestling Throwdown, where you can access the merch store. Guys,
Don't forget to join us. First night of WrestleMania,
Saturday
April 19th.
night. And if you don't, enjoy your WrestleMania week. Starting tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, it is
You
wrestling.
mean tonight?
Yes, starting tonight.
Earlier.
Starting.
Oh, yeah.
It's already happened.
It was.
I'm short-circuiting. I don't know how to do this anymore.
Technically, it is
Somebody
still
help.
It's not midnight yet. It's still tonight.
Just watch
Just
it.
wait
Depends
till
on
you
where
see.
you're at.
Right.
Wait till you see what happens.
Tonight.
You're gonna go fucking
Oh,
crazy.
Lord.
But you gotta come and see us at Kit Kats, or join us on the multiple videos and shit that we will drop on the 19th.
Yeah, buddy.
WrestleMania week
WrestleMania 41, baby.
underway
Woo!
in the right way.
Woo!
We got a whole bunch of matches. We got a whole bunch of fun to be had.
Woo!
Join us, or just one of us.
Wow,
One
wow,
of
wow.
us. If you like the opening stuff, let us know. We'll
Yeah.
do more openings.
Yeah, we'll find some more stuff, man. I'm all about finding
If
stuff.
you're into that kind of thing, we can totally make that a thing. So, as a matter of
so
fact,
weird. Why say it so weird like that?
what? What'd I say?
I don't know. It sounded weird.
Why did it sound?
I
What
don't
did I
fucking
say?
know, man. Nothing. You know what?
Oh, did you know that the John Shames, you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about? Did you know that he's on the Wanted, Dead or Alive? We'll talk about it after we get
Okay,
off.
great.
I forgot we were still recording.
Yeah, we're still going. Big Bad
Yeah,
John.
fuck him. That's what I